I heard a long time ago of the legend of Washington Irving. I didn't believe it when I heard it, but you can decide for yourself, and this is his story.
Each night I wish to God he'd let her rest. Oh, this hurts me.
Thoreau, I don't even know what I'm doing. I've been stressed out for weeks. I have a deadline. The story is due tomorrow morning. I'm having creative writer's block. I just don't know what to write about. My bosses are going to be so upset. I'm not going to have a job. What should I write about?
Listen, it's fine. We'll get through this, okay? Now let's just think for a second. What kind of stories do people like? They generally like scary stories, right?
And romantic.
And romantic. Okay. Well, how about we think about the last time that you were actually really scared? And then maybe you can start letting the ideas pour out.
Last time I was legitimately scared. Okay. Well, there was this one time. I get so tired of walking through the Appalachian Mountains by myself. I think I'm gonna stop at the next town of Sleepy Hollow. It's right over this bridge.
And then he saw it.
Ah! That was the last time I was actually scared.
All right, I like that. I think we could.
Right? Like, that's a good story.
Yeah, you can do something with that. However, I do have one problem with it.
What?
Watermelons really aren't that scary.
Watermelons are kind of scary, though. Kind of. They're huge, oblong fruit.
That's true, but they're green. It's a kind of an inviting color. You don't really think anything of it.
Do you eat green food?
Yeah.
Green is mold.
Okay. But also green is grass. But now let's think about something that might be scarier.
Okay.
Along the same lines. How about a pumpkin? Think about it. Pumpkins.
Okay.
Pumpkins are almost shaped like a head. And
You got a good point.
you can carve a face into it.
Actually, my ex-girlfriend had a head shaped like a pumpkin. It was kind of awkward. I dumped her. It's whatever.
What are you gonna do?
I know. It's just these little things I know I shouldn't worry about. Physical appearance, but it's kind of a big deal. I know I'm kind of shallow for saying that. I know it should be all about personality.
Okay, but
Can't date a girl with a pumpkin-shaped head.
Yeah,
Totally digressed. Anyways, pumpkins are scarier.
pumpkins are scary, and I completely understand if I dated a girl who had a pumpkin for a head, I probably would dump her too. I mean, let's be real. But, anyways, yes. Pumpkins, I would agree, are definitely scarier than watermelons. So I think if you incorporated that into your story, it'd probably be a lot scarier. People would probably relate to it a little bit more. They would.
Pumpkins are much more relatable.
They are much more relatable.
They argued for hours.
Definitely.
I like it. I like it a lot. There was one more aspect of it though I forgot to mention. Okay. I think I'm good. Time to go back to Sleepy Hollow. That was probably like the scariest event of my
He
life.
forgot to mention,
Ah! Boom! I'm gonna have a stalker.
and it could be.
Back to this story I told you.
Okay. There's a problem I have with this. Just a small thing. He's just walking.
Yeah, and that's scary. It's freaky. He's got a pump. Now it's a pumpkin for a head.
Yeah, I understand that. But let's think about this for a second. You could probably run away from a guy who's just walking. I mean, sure, he could probably run. But he probably can't run that fast. He has a pumpkin for a head.
What else would he be doing?
Well, he could be doing something very fast, like riding a horse.
Just a dead horse, just walking around, just riding a horse.
Well,
That's not scary.
okay.
Horses are friendly. The horses eat carrots out of your hands at petting zoos.
Okay, but picture this. It's a dark night, barely a star in the sky. The moon isn't very bright. And you're just walking along through the forest, and there's this guy on a horse,
Okay.
a black horse with
Okay.
red eyes, a horse that is far larger than you. Just not a overly out proportioned horse, but a large horse.
Like a tall horse, like a tall and wide horse.
Yes, like a very
Like
tall.
he shops at the big and tall saddle shop.
Yeah.
Okay. That would be,
So you can just imagine that running towards you.
especially with a pumpkin for a head. That
Yeah.
would be, maybe, I don't know. I'm still, excuse me, sir.
Huh?
Excuse me, sir. What do you think is scarier? A headless guy walking around with a pumpkin for a head, or the same headless guy, but he's riding a horse instead of just roaming around the town.
Horses are the scariest thing I've ever seen in my whole entire life.
So it's settled. We have a headless, false-headed pumpkin horseman taunting the town of Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah.
That works.
And he's riding a horse.
Riding a horse.
Big
So it's settled.
Yes.
Dude, thank you so much for...
Did you hear that?
What?
I think I heard it.
Oh,
It's just that weird guy.
that guy is so weird.
Wait.
What?
I think I heard it again.